What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Blu-ray haul for the month of May 2020. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Guys, welcome back to another end of the month Blu-ray haul, and this is a stacked month right here. While we're still in quarantine, I'm obviously not going out to stores right now, not doing the curbside pickup, still doing the Amazon thing, online shopping, you know what I mean? I actually picked up 15 Blu-rays this month. I have 2 still waiting to come in the mail. I'm still waiting on Sonic and 500 Days of Summer, so those will be a part of next month's Blu-ray haul for June. So I got 13 to go through. I'll go through them as quickly as possible. Let me know down below in the comments what Blu-rays you guys picked up in the month of May 2020. Are you still doing the curbside pickup, or are you buying your Blu-rays online? Let me know down below in the comments, and let's go through them. As you all know, I go through the older releases, then the newer releases, then I give you my pickup of the month. And first up, I have a big box set collection for the Godfather trilogy. Now, I've gotten many flack from people online because I've not seen these movies. I know these are hailed as some of the greatest films ever made, that they're really long, but they have such great performances, and they're the definition of why you get crime gangster films. Over the past few years, they've been inspired by The Godfather. And so I've heard many things about these movies, and I'm very excited to finally watch them. Actually finally picked up the whole Blu-ray box set. Got this for 30 bucks. Hey, you get 3 movies for 30 bucks. I'd say that's a really good deal. Casablanca, one of my favorite movies from the 1940s. I actually just reviewed this movie on my channel, so you can go check that out right now. Casablanca, it's one of my favorite movies from the 1940s, right next to It's a Wonderful Life and Citizen Kane. This movie is absolutely flawless. It's the perfect definition of a romance movie done right. 50-50, one of the most underrated comedies that came out this past decade. Who would ever thought a movie about cancer would be really funny and be heartfelt? And 50-50 was that. Jonathan Levine, as a filmmaker, he's getting to his A game again, especially for films last year like Long Shot, which is another good one you should check out. This film has really great A-game performances from Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, Anna Kendrick, and Angelica Houston. It's a really sad film, but also it's a really funny coming-of-age film at the same time. Next, I picked up a very mixed Disney film, Robin Hood. A live-action remake is actually getting made for Robin Hood, so don't know what I think about it. Robin Hood just really wasn't my thing growing up. I was more of the Lion King type of kid, you know what I mean? Toy Story. So, yeah, I really don't have much thoughts on Robin Hood. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I've gotten many requests from people to review this movie, and I haven't seen it yet. I know many people say this is Jim Carrey's best movie, and after seeing Sonic, many people have been requesting me to review this movie, so I will definitely review this movie coming up now that I have it, and it was a pain trying to get this on Amazon. Since I picked up The Godfather this month, I picked up another one of Francis Ford Coppola's classics, Apocalypse Now. Another film I still haven't seen yet. I haven't seen any of Francis Ford Coppola's works, but Apocalypse Now is another one of his most iconic classics that people love. Pretty much a war movie and taking place in Vietnam. I'm really into Vietnam War movies. Just give them to me and I'll watch them. Go drink your milkshake right now, because There Will Be Blood is my favorite Daniel Day-Lewis performance. Just Paul Thomas Anderson, this is also my favorite film of his. I love There Will Be Blood. It's just such a fantastic film that's very dark, very slow paced, but every scene is worth it. Daniel Day-Lewis, this is one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in cinema, and DDL is one of the greatest actors ever. Before I continue on with the last half of the Blu-ray collection, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel, welcome, and if you're enjoying the video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm, and if you like the video, consider clicking the subscribe button, because I do end-of-the-month Blu-ray hauls every single month. I also do tons of movie reviews on my channel, ranking videos, and if you're interested, I also have a podcast called The Fallen for Film Podcast, where I dive into all the newest trends in movie news and tons of movie content. And the best thing is, I do this on a weekly basis. Let's continue. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife. I shall have my vengeance in this life and the next. Gladiator, such a fantastic movie. I did a review for this movie recently as part of its 20th anniversary, so please go check that out. I gushed over Gladiator. It's one of my favorite Ridley Scott movies, and Russell Crowe was so awesome in this movie. Oscar well-deserved in here as Maximus Decimus Meridius, such a really resonant hero character in here. Loses his wife, loses his son, and he wants his vengeance in this life and the next. And Joaquin Phoenix as Commodus, one of the greatest cinematic villains ever. Unfortunately, we have to go to the overpraised section, to the overrated section, and I picked up Boyhood. Now, I think Boyhood is one of the most overrated movies that came out this past decade. But I picked this up for a reason, because I'm planning on doing a collab with Colin Williams on his channel, comparing both Boyhood and Moonlight together, because they're both very similar, doing like a Boyhood versus Moonlight video. Don't know when it's coming out, but picked up Boyhood. I saw it on Blu-ray, didn't see it in theaters, and I just wasn't invested with it. I mean, I really like Richard Linklater as a filmmaker, love School of Rock, love Dazed and Confused, but something about Boyhood just didn't resonate with me. Next, I picked up Her, just one of the best written films this past decade, and Joaquin Phoenix, best performance I've seen from him. Many people say Joker. You need to see Her if you haven't. Spike Jonze, I think this is a very underrated directed film. He doesn't get as enough credit, Spike Jonze. It's a great film. Scarlett Johansson too, as this phone, just such a great romance in there, very underrated, underappreciated. Now we go on to the new release movies, and the first one I picked up is Birds of Prey, a very controversial DCU movie. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Got a lot of flack from people. Many people say it has a very feminist agenda to it, or they absolutely loved it or hated it. I really liked Birds of Prey when I first saw it in theaters. I thought it was a really great, cool addition to the DCU. I thought, you know, Margot Robbie was just great in there. Haven't revisited yet. I only seen it once, so I'll need to revisit it. I know people have been encouraging me to revisit it, and I don't know if it will hold up on rewatch, but I still really enjoyed it. I just need to revisit it. Next, I picked up Onward, the newest Pixar movie, and Onward, one of my favorite movies of the year so far. I love this movie. Remember seeing it at an early screening, and it brought the emotions. Chris Pratt, Tom Holland as Ian and Barley, such a great brother romance. It talks a lot about brothers working together, but them finding their father was the ultimate goal. And the messages in the movie were so great. It was emotional and it was funny at the same time. The Gentleman, Guy Ritchie, newest film. Not a big Guy Ritchie fan. I really enjoyed Aladdin last year, but The Gentleman might actually be my favorite Guy Ritchie movie. This movie was so cool, so swaggerific. Everyone likes that word I said, swaggerific. I'm keeping it in there. So many cool performances. Matthew McConaughey, glad we got the McConaughey back. Charlie Hunnam, Henry Golden, and of course Hugh Grant. So great in here. Colin Farrell too, got to mention him. Just this movie's so cool. It's a definition of a gangster film mixed with Guy Ritchie isms. And finally, my pickup of the month goes to The Invisible Man from Leigh Whannell. Top 2 films of the year so far. Love The Invisible Man. Just the filmmaking Leigh Whannell does with the action and the horror elements, taking an iconic character and making it his own. Elizabeth Moss still gives the best female performance of the year. It's suspenseful, well acted, and everything I love from cinema. There you have it, guys. That was my Blu-ray haul for May 2020. Let me know down below in the comments what Blu-rays you guys picked up. Let's have a great discussion. Thank you guys as always for watching this Blu-ray haul. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.